Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In this video, we will see how to run Apex code in Visual Studio Code or VS Code. Up till now, we have seen how to run Apex code in Developer Console, right? We have seen how to run Apex code in Developer Console. In this video, we will see how to run Apex code in Visual Studio Code, right? In this video, we will see which softwares we have to install. We will see how to run anonymous Apex code. Then we will see how to edit existing Apex classes and how to deploy them back to org. We will also see how to activate auto deploy. Auto deploy means when we update any Apex classes, automatically those changes are reflected into Salesforce developer org. And at the end, we will see how to log out from the default org. So before proceeding further, first we'll see how to run Apex code in Developer Console, right? And after that, we'll see how to run Apex code in Visual Studio Code. So here you can see I have logged in Salesforce Developer org. We'll go to Developer Console. We have to click on Debug. Then we have to click on Open Execute Anonymous window. Here we will write some code. For example, see system.debug. For example, here I am typing. Here in single quote I am typing hello Parag, something like this. And then we have to click on execute, right? While clicking on execute, we have to take this open log. Okay, now click on execute. Then we have to click on debug only. And here we get output, right? Hello Parag, right? Same code will run in Visual Studio Code. Okay, but before that, one more thing we'll see. Already we have created some classes in Apex. Okay, how to create classes already we have seen in previous video. We will see how many classes are already defined. So see, we'll go to file, open. Here we have option classes, right? So see, already we have created these classes, right? We'll double click on calculator. Okay, so here we can see code for the calculator class. So in this calculator class, we have one variable result and two methods, add and sub. Now we will see how to create object of this class and how to call these methods. Okay, so see. So again, we will go to anonymous window. Now see, here we will create object of this calculator class. So see, we will create object of this calculator class, something like this. Now see, by using this object, we will call add method and also we will call sub method. To this add method, we have to pass two parameters. Those are integers, right? So see, suppose I am passing 3 and 5. And this method is returning result, right? Which is of type double. So what we'll do here, we'll create one variable sum. Okay. Now see, another method sub. It is accepting again two variables. So see, suppose 5 and 7, something like this. This sub method, again it is returning result which is of type double. So see, double difference is equal to. Now see, we will print these results. So see, system dot debug. Here in single quote, we'll write sum is equal to plus for concatenation and variable sum, right? Then again, system dot debug. In single quote here, we'll mention difference is equal to and our variable name. Our variable name is difference. Now see, we'll click on execute. Okay, so we didn't get any error. Now see, we'll click on debug only. And here we got output, right? Sum is equal to 8, 8.0 and difference is equal to -2, right? So here we have created object of calculator class and then we have called these two methods, add and sub. Right? So all those things we are doing from the developer console, right? We are running this code from the developer console. Now what we will do, we will run same code in Visual Studio Code, right? We will run same code in Visual Studio Code. So see, first we will see how to set up development environment for the Apex code. We have to install one software, Salesforce CLI. Then we have to install Visual Studio Code, that is Vscode. In Vscode, we have to add this extension, Salesforce extension package. So within Vscode, we have to add this package, Salesforce extension package. Now see, how to install Salesforce CLI. So see, So on Google, you can search Salesforce CLI like this. Here you will get first link, right? Salesforce CLI from the developer.salesforce.com. Okay, click on this. Here you will get option to download executable file for the Salesforce CLI. From this, you can choose operating system like this. Click on this link so that executable file for Salesforce CLI for this operating system will get downloaded. Then you have to install the software, that is Salesforce CLI, just like any other software. To check whether this software is installed or not, so see what you have to do. Go to command prompt like this. Here you have to type SFDX update so that you will come to know whether this software is installed or not. Enter. So see, already we have updated version of Salesforce CLI. That means our software, that is Salesforce CLI, is installed on our system. This software is necessary to run Apex code in Visual Studio Code. Now see. So we have installed Salesforce CLI. Then we have to install Visual Studio Code. So see. Then again go to google.com. Here you have to type Visual Studio Code. See, we got this first link, that is Visual Studio Code from the website code.visualstudio.com. Click on this. Here we have link to download executable file. So see, from this you can download executable file for different operating system. For example, Mac OS, Linux x64 and Windows x64, right? So see, from this link we can download executable file for our Windows system. Already I have installed Visual Studio Code in my system. For you, you have to download executable file from this link, and just like any other software, you have to install Visual Studio Code in your system. Now see, so we have installed Salesforce CLI and then we have installed Visual Studio Code, right? Now see, in Visual Studio Code, we have to add one more extension, Salesforce extension package. So see, how to add, see. Now we will open Visual Studio Code. So see, Vscode, here we will type, okay, Visual Studio Code. When I take cursor over the symbol, so see, here it is written extensions, right? So from this we have to add Salesforce extension. So see, we have to click on this and here we have to type. So see, which extension we have to add? Salesforce extension package, right? Salesforce extension package. So see, here we will type Salesforce extension. So here you can see Salesforce extension pack, right? So see, we'll click on this. I have already added this extension in my Visual Studio Code. That's why here it is showing disable and uninstall operation. When first time you are adding this extension into your Visual Studio Code, then here you will find install option. You have to click on install, and by that this extension will get added into your Visual Studio Code. When we install this Salesforce extension pack, so our Visual Studio Code can be used for this. See, because of this extension package, we can run Apex code. This extension package has Apex Interactive Debugger, then Apex Replay Debugger, Salesforce CLI integration. So see, already I have installed Salesforce CLI, right? So by this extension pack, our Visual Studio Code get integrated with the Salesforce CLI. Then we can also use Aura components, Visualforce, Lightning Web components, SOQL, SLDS validator, right? So all those things we can use in our Visual Studio Code just by adding this extension, Salesforce extension pack. So to run Apex code into our Visual Studio Code, we require this setup. We have to install software Salesforce CLI. We have to install Visual Studio Code. In this VS Code, we have to add Salesforce extension package or pack. Now see, many times we are using these two terminologies, SFDC and SFDX. What do you mean by SFDC? So see, SFDC stands for Salesforce.com, and what do you mean by SFDX? Salesforce Developer Experience, right? SFDX means Salesforce Developer Experience and SFDC means Salesforce.com. So see, we run our code in developer console. So basically we are using SFDC. And see, when we are running code from our Visual Studio Code, so basically we are using SFDX, right? So see, SFDC means Salesforce.com, which is cloud-based customer relationship management, that is CRM software used to manage customer data, sales processes, marketing campaigns, and customer service activities. While SFDX stands for Salesforce Developer Experience. It is set of tools and processes developed by Salesforce to make it easier for developers to build and manage applications on the Salesforce platform. So basically it is collection of tools which helps developer to build and manage applications on the Salesforce platform. So when we are running code on Visual Studio Code, so basically we are using SFDX only, right? And when we are running code in Salesforce Developer Console, so basically we are using SFDC, right? We are using salesforce.com. Now see how to run anonymous Apex code. Now see, in Developer Console, we have to open anonymous window and there we run anonymous code, right? Here we'll see how to run this anonymous Apex code in Visual Studio Code. We will go step by step. So see, we have to open command palette. This command palette can be opened by this shortcut Ctrl plus Shift plus P, and there we have to search this option SFDX create project. So see, so this is our Visual Studio Code. Now see, we'll close this. Here on bottom left, see on bottom left, here we have gear icon, right? Click on the gear icon. Here we have option command palette. Click on this. Here we have to search SFDX create project. So already I have searched, that's why it is showing on the top. But see, when first time you are doing it, so here we have to type SFDX create project. So see, here we have option SFDX create project. And what do we make SFDX? So already we have seen Salesforce Developer Experience. Okay, now we will click on this. It is asking which template you have to use. Okay, so we will choose this standard project template. Then here it is asking enter project name. So we'll give Salesforce projects, something like this, Salesforce projects. Okay, we'll click on enter. Here it is asking location to save our project. So see, I am giving one location. Okay, create project. So see, I have given this name Salesforce projects. Here you can see. So one folder is created with the name Salesforce projects, right? Now see. So by this we have completed our first step. We have to go to command palette. Then we have to search for SFDX create project and we have to follow remaining steps. Okay. Now next step. We have to go to command palette. Then we have to search for authorize in org and then we have to follow remaining step. So what we are doing in this step? So see, we are authorizing in org. What is the meaning of this? See, this is our Visual Studio Code. So see, here we are not using browser. Here we are using Visual Studio Code, right? In browser, we have to log in into our org, right? Same thing we have to do here. Here we have to authorize Visual Studio Code to use our org, which is already created, right? Now see, what we have to do? We have to authorize Visual Studio Code to use our org, which is already created. So again, same thing. Here on bottom left, we have this gear icon. Click on this. Then click on command palette. Now see, here we have to search this option SFDX authorize in org. So see, command palette SFDX authorize. So see, here we have option authorize in org, right? Click on this. Here we have to select environment. So see, here we have to mention whether you are using production environment or sandbox environment or any custom URL. So see, as we are using developer org, here we have to choose production. Here we have to enter org alias or the default alias. So see, for this org, we have to give some name. So see, suppose here I am giving Apex Dev, something like this. Enter. Now see, browser got automatically opened. Here we have to enter username and password. So see, I have entered username and password. Now we'll click on login. So see, here we got message authentication successful, right? Now see, we'll open our Visual Studio Code and here in the bottom, here you can see Apex Dev. So basically it is our default org. So what are the operations that we will perform? So that will get reflected to this org. So org which we have authorized for our Visual Studio Code. So by this we have completed this step. We have authorized org for our Visual Studio Code. Then next step, scripts, Apex and hello.apex. We have to go to scripts. There we have Apex and there we have this file hello.apex. So see, This is our Visual Studio Code. Now see, here we have Explorer, right? So by this Explorer, we can find all the files or folders which are present in this our project, right? Our project name is Salesforce projects, whatever the name that we have given, right? Now see, here we have all the files and folders, right? Now see, here we have scripts, and above that we have force dash app, right? If you click on this, here you can find different components. For example, see, Aura, classes, LWC, right? So all these components are present in force dash app. Now see, below that here we have scripts, right? Click on this. Inside that we have apex, right? Click on this. And inside that we have this file hello.apex. Click on this. Here we have to write anonymous code. In developer console, whatever the code that we write in anonymous window, same code here we can run. For example, see, here I am typing system.debug in single code. Suppose I am typing hello Parag, something like this, right? Now see, so whatever the code that we write in anonymous window, similar code here I have written, right? Now next thing, how to run this? So see, we have go to scripts, apex, and there we had a file hello.apex. There we have written our apex code. Then to run it, again we have to go to command palette and we have to search for this SFDX execute anonymous apex with editor context. So see, to run this code, again we have to go to command palette. Here we have to search. So see, SFDX colon execute. So see, here we have option execute anonymous apex with editor contents. Click on this. So see, it is running our code. Show. Now see, here you can find our output. So see, hello Parag, right? So see, here we have written one statement system.debug hello Parag, and here we got the output, right? Now see, in developer console, previously we have written this code, right? We have created object of calculator class, then we have called these methods add and sub, right? Now see, I am copying this by Control C, and same code we will run in Visual Studio Code. So see, here I am deleting this and here I am copying it, Control V, right? Okay, now what we will do, we will run this code. So see, click on this gear icon, then go to command palette. Here we have to search this execute anonymous apex with editor content. So already we have searched it, right? So that's why we got this option at the top. So see, when we are clicking on this, for example, see, execute anonymous apex or authorize an org or create project. So see, in the background, Salesforce CLI is running, and that's why we have to install Salesforce CLI. So see, we will click on execute anonymous apex. So it is running our code. Okay, show. So see, we'll scroll down. So here you can see sum is equal to 8.0 and difference is equal to minus 2.0, right? So see, from this we have created one object of calculator class and we have called these two methods add and sub, right? So in this way we can run anonymous code in our Visual Studio Code. So see, we have completed this topic, how to run anonymous apex code. Now see, how to edit existing apex classes and how to deploy them into the org. So how to do this? See, here in force dash app we have these classes, right? We have these classes. Now see, whatever the classes that we have created in our org, all those classes we have to access from this, right? From these classes. Now see, to bring all those classes here in this link, what we have to do? See, on left hand side we have this cloud icon, right? When I take cursor over here, so here it is showing org browser, right? When I am taking cursor over this, so it is showing org browser. Click on this. So all these are the different components, those are present in our org. For example, see, apex trigger, apex classes, right? Now see, click on the apex classes. So see, all these are the different classes, those we have created into our org. Now see, suppose I want to use class A in our Visual Studio Code. So see, here we have this name class A and here we have option. So see, I am taking cursor over this. So see, here it is showing retrieve source from org, right? So see, when I am taking cursor over here, so here it is showing retrieve source from org. So when I click on this, So see, by this, class A will be added into our Visual Studio Code. And suppose I want to add all the Apex classes into our Visual Studio Code. So see, here it is written Apex classes, and here we have option, right? When I take cursor over here, so here it is showing retrieve source from org. So if I click on this, so all the base classes will get added into our Visual Studio Code. So see, already we have added class A. That's why here it is asking, are you sure you want to overwrite Apex class A? So overwrite, no problem. Okay, sure. So see, by this step, our classes will get added into our Visual Studio Code. Now, how to access them? So see, here we have Explorer, right? Click on this. Here we have Force Dash App, right? Click on this. Then here we have classes, right? Click on this. Here you can find all the classes that we have added into our Visual Studio Code. So here you can see we have class calculator, right? So see, if I click on this, so code for calculator class is getting open, right? Like this. Suppose we want to change the name of this variable. So see, suppose I want to make res, something like this. So see, here we'll change name of this variable like this. Okay. Now I will press Ctrl yes. So by this we have saved our class code. Now see, we will check whether the changes are reflected into our org or not. So see, we have this developer console. So see, we'll go to file, open. We have these classes, right? We'll double click on this. Okay, so see, this calculator class is open. But see, still our variable name is a result, right? But in Visual Studio Code, we have made it res. But still the changes are not reflected into our org, right? So to reflect the changes into our org, what we have to do, again we have to go to command palette. So see, click on gear icon, command palette, and here we have to search SFDX deploy. So see, here we have this option, deploy this source to org. Click on this. So see, here it is running. Okay, so deploy source to org successfully ran, right? Okay, now we'll check. We will refresh it. Let us see. Again, we'll check. So see, file, open, classes, calculator. So here you can see our variable name is changed, right? Previously it was result, now it is res. So whatever the changes that we have done in Visual Studio Code, those changes are reflected, are deployed into our org, right? And how it is possible? By this command. By this command, SFDX deploy this source to org, right? From command palette, we have to choose this command, right? We have to choose this option. So in this way, we can edit existing Apex classes and we can deploy them into our org. Now see, suppose if we want to create new class from our Visual Studio Code. So see how to create it. I am copying this code. So see, here we have classes, right? Select this, right click on this. Here we have option, create Apex class, right? Click on this. Give some name. So suppose I am giving calculator new, something like this. Enter. Directory, so same directory we will choose. Okay, so see, this class is added, right? Now see, we have added this code, calculator new. Now see, we will deploy this code to our org. So see, same thing, command palette, deploy this source to org. So see, deploy source to org successfully ran, right? So we have created this new class, right? Calculator new. Previously it was not there. Now see, here we will check. We will refresh this URL. Okay, now see, we'll go to file, open, classes. So here we have, see, calculator new. Double click on this. So see, from our developer console, we can find our class calculator new, right? So basically we have created this class from our Visual Studio Code, right? And that class, new class, we have deployed onto our org, right? So in this way we can create new class in our Visual Studio Code and we can deploy it. Okay, so we have seen this, right? How to edit and how to create new Apex classes and how to deploy them to org. Now see, every time we have to choose command deploy, right? But instead of that, you can automate this process. We can activate auto deploy. So how to do it? So see, we have to go to file, then preferences, settings. There we have to search auto deploy. Then we have to select this checkbox. So see, here in file, we have this option, preferences. Here we have settings. Here we have to search auto deploy. Like this. See, here we have this checkbox, right? We have to select this. Okay. Now see. So we have this class, right? Calculator.cls. Now see, suppose I am making some change, something like this. And we will press Ctrl yes. So see, automatically it is deploying onto our org. Right? So in this way we can automate this. Deploying these changes onto our org, we can automate it by auto deploy. So see, semicolon I have given. Now Ctrl yes. So see, automatically it is deploying onto our org. So see, it is our choice. If you want to switch on auto deploy, so that we can do. Now see, I am switching it off. So see, preferences, settings, auto deploy, and here if I untick it, so see, then manually we have to deploy it. So here we have seen how to activate auto deploy. Now see, last step, how to log out from the default org. So see, here for this org we have given one name, right? Apex Dev. Here you can see Apex Dev, right? This is the name given to the org, whatever the org which we have authorized, right? Now see, suppose if you want to change this default org, so click on this, and then we have to again click on authorize in org, right? Suppose I want to log out. So see, to log out from this org, what we have to search? SFDX logout from the default org. So see, here in Visual Studio Code, settings, command palette, SFDX logout. So see, here we have option logout from the default org. So see, if I click on this, so automatically Apex Dev. So see, we have logged in Apex Dev, right? So automatically it get logged out. So see, we will click on logout from the default org. So see, now here you can see in the bottom, no default org set, right? So by this we have logged out from our org, right? And again, if you want to log in, so see, again we have to go to command palette, then we have to click on authorize in org. So in this way we can run Apex code in Visual Studio Code. I have explained in very simple language, and also we have seen some examples, right? So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.